Hello students, today what we're going to make is our orthographic block, our very first project in Autodesk Inventor. What you need to do to start this project is open up Autodesk Inventor Professional on your desktop. It should look like this, and make sure it reads Inventor Professional. You do not want to open up Inventor Fusion. It may take a few moments for this to load. It will load down here and may check the license. Please do not click it twice. Just let it load patiently. Once it has loaded up, the next thing you want to do is click on your Welcome button. At the bottom, click on Configure Default Template. Make sure it says millimeter in ISO and then click OK. If it has any problems, click the button that says Overwrite and then close out. Next, click on New at the top left. Make sure you select standard.ipt and click Create. Notice how it's loading in the bottom left corner of my screen. It may take a few moments. Okay, once it has loaded, what you need to be familiar with is the different views. On the top right, this is your view cube. If you click the Home button, it'll show you the three different views: front, bottom, and right. Along the top, this is your 3D bar, so you can pick what you want to do as far as making holes or making things bigger and so forth. In the left menu down here, this shows different sections of your part. What I want you to do is click on the Create 2D Sketch button. We want to make sure that we pick the front view. Notice how it lines up with the front of my view cube. Next, notice how the top of my bar has changed, and now I'm in sketch mode, which means I can pick from two different things up here. Make sure you select the rectangle icon. I'm going to make myself a rectangle starting from the center dot here, and just move my mouse out and click again. I can zoom out by using my scroll wheel and moving it to the middle of my screen. I need to dimension mine so that it's 110 millimeters long and 60 millimeters high. So I'll click my dimension button. Make sure you select the corners. Move your mouse up. You want to set that to 110 millimeters and hit the check button. If it's too big, zoom out so you can see what you're looking at. Next, go up and pick the right two corners and move your mouse to the right and type in 60 and the enter button. Now I've set the distance to my block and click the check button. Zoom out again so that you can see what you're looking at. We want to extrude our box, so I'm going to click the extrude button. What that does is it makes things pop out. It automatically picks our box, and we need to extrude this 45 millimeters for the thickness of our block. So I will type 45 millimeters on my keyboard and hit the check button. I can also do it here. Now I want to cut out two little sections here. So I'm going to go to my Create Sketch Bot icon, click it, and I need to make sure I pick which part I want to draw on. Notice again, I want to draw on the front. So that's this view. I will click my rectangle button and draw two rectangles from the corners. Make sure you select the corner and draw two rectangles. Next, I need to dimension them. So I'll click my dimension button, select my bottom two corners here, move my mouse down, and I will create that one to be 45 millimeters wide. I will also select the right one, go down, and make that one 45 millimeters wide. Next, I need to set how far from the bottom that these should be. So I'm going to change this, select this corner, and go to the side, and make that 35 millimeters. Now the right hand side one needs to be 45. Once that's complete, I will click the Finish Sketch icon. Make sure once you are finished making a sketch, you always click Finish Sketch. Once again, like we did before, I want to pop my box back. So I'll click on Extrude. I need to make sure I select the correct parts. So I will select this button and this part. And I need to go back a distance of 30 millimeters. So I'll change this to 30. Now I don't want to go out, I want to go in. So this icon here, cut. And I'll change the direction. And now it's going to cut out the correct shape. And I'll click OK. Next I'm going to click my Create Sketch icon again. And I want to cut off the corner here. So I'll make sure I select the front. I need to use my lines, click in my corner, and move over and type in 30 millimeters on my keyboard. Enter. Okay, once I've finished that, I'll hit the Escape button and draw me another line. This time going down 30 millimeters from the corner. Okay, and then I'll just connect the two together. So now I've got my shape. Once that's complete and they're set to 30, click the Finish Sketch button. Once again, I need to extrude them to cut it off. So I'll click my Extrude button, click the corner, make sure you select Cut, change my distance to 15 millimeters, and click OK. Great, now it's finished. The last thing I need to do is make sure I select my colors. So if you hold your Shift button down on your keyboard and your middle mouse button at the same time, you can scroll around and see your whole icon. What I want to do is make sure I put all my front ones and set them to one color, all my top views to another color, and all my left views to another color. So holding my Control button down, I'm going to hold my Control button and click on my front views. Once you've selected those and they've turned blue, right click and select Properties. This is where you can change the color. I'm going to make those black and click OK. It may not change black on your screen, but that's alright. Next I'm going to pick my top. So I'm going to click, hold my Control button down, and select my top views. I'm going to right click, Properties, and change that to blue. Okay. Next I'm going to pick the side and the side. I'm going to right click and change those ones as well, and I'll make those red. And click OK. Now I have completed my block. To save it, I will click the I button, click Save. I will give it a name. I will call this one the Orthographic Block, and click Save. Once that is finished, you click the X button to finish your drawing. That completes this tutorial.